if the Lakers have a pretty good chance at winning, this would be LeBron's fifth ring.
Correct. Yep.
So, that adds to that conversation if he wanted to or not. But in reality, it would be Luka's first ring. I don't think that's really sat in that's a real possibility in the next 6 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
does that do for Luka? What does that do for the Lakers? What does that do for the league?
I mean, okay, so the NBA is a narrative-based product, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So that's what matters. So if if LeBron ends up being so like if they win the championship and LeBron is the finals MVP, there's gonna be people saying, like LeBron carried him to the championship. The year prior, he
Mm,
couldn't do it as the number one. He had to, be the number two to a number one to win a chip. So come on, like those storylines are gonna come up and stuff like that. Now if he's the finals MVP now, and he's the reason why that they won the championship, bro, that's gonna like solidify him as one of the best Lakers already within what 4 months of being there, 5 months being there.
yeah.
Like bringing a championship to LA, bro, is like it's worth a lot. The fan base alone will just prop you up to like God status, bro. And
Facts.
he'd be cemented as one of the greatest players, not just in Laker history, but in the whole entire NBA. So I think it all depends which way it goes, to be honest. And that's the same thing
Hmm.
for LeBron. Like because again, everything's narrative based. People are gonna have the storylines and stuff like that. Like if LeBron now gets, I don't want to use the word carried, but if Luca is the Finals MVP, naysayers are gonna be, oh, Jordan didn't need Scotty to be Finals MVP, and this guy didn't need to do that, and blah 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 blah. blah. Dog, you know what's coming if that happens. You know what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say? And then if LeBron is the Finals MVP, like I don't know if he can ever be my goat, but bro, you have to entertain the conversation more, man. You have
Yeah.
to entertain it more for me, anyways. But I know
Yeah.
people are gonna be like, well, he won at 40. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, bro, it all depends on which way it goes for sure.
Yeah, it could really go, one or two, maybe three different ways. Because yeah, if
Facts.
Luca gets it, that kind of hurts LeBron. Although we accept that he's 40 and his Luca's in his prime. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But that people are gonna use that against him for sure, right?
Facts.
And
Facts.
then the other way around, if LeBron does win MVP, if the Lakers do win, then you know it doesn't necessarily hurt Luca, but it doesn't really give him that okay, like you're the guy. Like sure, you'll know that he contributed to the win, but
Facts.
he's still gonna have something to prove post LeBron, right?
Facts. Facts.
I think that's what it's gonna end up being. But what in the case if they gave it to both of them? We it is a
You
narrative.
split.
Hey, I don't know if they've ever done that yet, and I don't know if they. I think they've given the MVP to the losing team once.
Jerry, no, it wasn't Jerry West. It was somebody. Yeah, yeah, they did though.
I
You're
think
right.
someone on like the Portland Trailblazers or something.
Yeah, yeah, you might be. Yeah, you might be
Some
right.
50 odd years ago, 40, 50 years ago.
Yeah.
It's not probably the most popular thing, but can't rule that out either because, I think the NBA is well aware of if the Lakers win, they have to give that award to somebody and it's going to do that or it's going to do that. So I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, it's a toss up. That's a hard one. That's a very hard one to kind of say what that would do for I because it kind of does something, but then on the latter side, it does something else to the other player.
Right.
So
Yeah. 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 There's two effects. It's not. And well, like, do you think the NBA is into protecting narratives though?
oh, for sure.
You think so?
For sure.
Mm,
For sure. And like just given that, like I feel like
yeah.
I can't foresee LeBron not getting it.
Mm,
Because even so, I mean, let's say the Lakers were to make it to the finals. Play, Boston, Cleveland, right? One of those two teams, most likely Boston. I mean, you're gonna need a lot from Luca to beat Boston. So it's tough. It's tough. If Cleveland ever made it to the finals, I think you're gonna see LeBron win. Just
oh yeah.
because he could be more effective, and you know what I mean. Like he's gonna do something on both sides. Like you know what I mean. Like, it's not gonna take as much Luca magic. I think it's gonna free up the the potential of LeBron if he does play against Cleveland. I feel like that's a better matchup for him if he's playing against Cleveland. But that's kind of tough. That's a kind of a tough situation. The NBA has a lot of people to protect, and it's kind of hard when they kind of go at each other, right? So we shall see. We shall see.